I wanted to build this conference as Reform UK comes of age. And we did that. We've passed our constitution. We've, I think, really understood, all of us, what we need to do to change the course of British history. But there was always a danger that by saying reform had come of age, something totally ridiculous would happen. It didn't, and yesterday was a resounding success for this party, and I thank all of you, every one of you, for doing that. I want to thank on behalf of all of you, our speakers, the redoubtable Anne Widdecombe, we had the inspirational Ant Middleton, we had our MP speaking. It was tremendous, tremendous. We've had our compere, the modern day Bob Monkhouse, David, who's done an amazing job. Richard, our deputy. Zia, our new chairman. So what have we learnt from these 2 days? I think the first and most, thank you for your help, I do appreciate it. The first thing I think we've learnt is we've learnt about organisation. I could not have been clearer in what I said to you yesterday, that there is a limit to what the leadership team and the professional management structure can bring you. Yes, of course, we can make the big arguments. Yes, in a way the other parties couldn't even consider. And yes, of course, with a small professional team, we can put together unbelievable stage sets and conferences like this. But that only takes us so far. I'm sorry, my voice is a bit, after the singing last night, I'm a little bit croaky. That can only take us so far. It is on the ground. I talked to you about what the Liberal Democrats had done. Timo Soini from Finland told you how a party from nothing led to him becoming the Foreign Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister of Finland. Getting all you good people organised together in teams, in constituencies, on campaigns, growing our membership, raising money, getting candidates, getting training, winning elections, those building blocks through to the next general election cannot be done without you. And that is why I've given you ownership of this party. So I've given away my shares. You are in control. Our destiny of this party and this nation's future is in your hands. Are you ready to take up that challenge? Good. Because when I've finished, it's time for a sandwich. But in the main foyer, between now and up till 5 o'clock, every single region has a banner. It'll say South East, North West, Wales, Scotland, etc. Please, please go. If you're not already engaged, go to those tables. Let us know who you are. Let us know what you would like to do to help us. We need to form branches in every constituency in this country. We need candidates standing in every council seat, in every council by-election seat. We need you to be part of it. And we need you then when you go home and you have meetings with other people to encourage them to do the same. And we should remember, there are many, many, many thousands more who would love to have been here, but it is a very expensive and time-consuming thing to do. And it's for that reason that we will be going out around the country doing one-day conferences. And so the second lesson, I think, from this conference is planning. We have to plan professionally ahead. And to that end, I will be in Newport, South Wales on the 8th of November for a one-day conference. And the tickets for Reform UK's Welsh meeting will go live at 1:30 today. So we give the opportunity to everybody in Wales to come and join us on that day, to replicate what we've done here, but to be able then at the end of the meeting to break them down into their individual constituencies. On the 9th of November, I will be in Exeter doing a Southwest conference. The tickets are not yet available. They will be within the next couple of days. On the 11th of November, I'll be up in the Northeast, and that'll be just for Northeast members, and hopefully some donors that Sir John and others can find to come into the room. And on the 30th of November, Richard Tice will be in Scotland, where we are making astonishing progress with almost no resources. All of which goes to show that I meant what I said yesterday. Sky is the limit for this party. There is nothing that we cannot achieve. And the third thing I think we've learned from this conference, and I'm going to sum this conference up in one word. The one word that came through, and this despite the fact that we all fear for what's happening to our culture. We all fear what's happening as a destruction of our values. We all loathe what our young people are being told at school and university. We look on in incredulity as growing numbers of people choose the welfare state as an option, a lifestyle, rather than going to work. We know there are very, very deep problems in this country. We know that on borders, and as Matthew Goodwin was saying a moment ago, on legal immigration, on the small boats, we know we've been let down by a willfully, deliberately lying political class. We know those things. And yet, despite all of that, we gather 4,000 of you here in this arena, and it'll be many thousands more as we go around the country for the rest of the year. And what do I see? I see happy, smiling, normal in most cases. I see people who care passionately, but I see people who are real. And real people, however tough things are, laugh, smile, sing, dance, have a drink, have fun. And that's what you've been. It has been the most joyous gathering of a political party I reckon has ever happened in this country in modern history. And so I take one word that sums up this conference, that sums up this party, that sums up our mood and who we are as people, and the message that we must take out with every door we knock on, with everyone we speak to. The message, the word that sums it all up is optimism. We believe we can do better. We believe we can turn this country around. We know we have the silent majority with us. All we have to do is to inspire them to join us, to believe in us, to help us. If we can put out that message of optimism. And look at what we're up against. I didn't agree with Blair, but at least he said things can only get better. Starmer says things can only get worse. And a Tory party made up of a variety of misfits who are split down the middle and stand now for precisely nothing. The door is open. Please take home with you that optimistic message. And my thanks to end the official part of this conference. My thanks above all is to you for turning up, for being here, and for making me realize that that momentous decision that I took on June the 4th this year, that momentous decision to give up the good life, to come out of semi-retirement, to throw myself back into the front lines, to take all the abuse that has and will be heaped upon me. Now, what you've made me realize is that it was all worth it. Thank you.